Greetings everyone, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, and I'm back to bring you another episode review from Season 7 of The Loud House. So let's get right into it. Today's episode is 1 in a Million. In this episode, Lincoln and Clyde prepare to be Flip's 1 millionth customer at the Food and Fuel, but when business is slow and they try to draw people inside to raise the number count, they have to quickly stop Chandler from claiming the grand prize. Similar to what I said about Fluff and Foiled, this Clink and McCloud episode had the kind of vibe you'd get if you were watching an episode from seasons 1 and 2. The story took the simple idea of having the lead characters make it their goal to win a free 30-second shopping spree, and this included doing some crazy things to make sure they won the contest. Apparently Flip started this contest a few years ago, but over time the customer counter he placed on the wall got buried by miscellaneous items and he never brought up the contest again. Although Lincoln and Clyde had secretly set up a camera to keep track of the counter that was rather conveniently still visible underneath all that other crap on the wall. I know this is the part where I would say there was never any visible number counter on the wall in any episode prior to this one, but for the sake of storytelling, I'm willing to let that criticism slide just a bit because there have been instances where items were placed on the wall where the counter was supposed to be, even though said items are not always consistent throughout the series. Not my best argument, but it's all I got. Anyway, Lincoln and Clyde help raise the customer count on a slow business day by attracting shoppers with some sign spinning and bringing in the old folks from Sunset Canyon. A few eyebrow-raising things happened during this particular sequence. The number count after the sign-spinning customers left was 999,952. After the Sunset Canyon group leaves, the count surprisingly goes up to 999,999. On the surface, this makes no sense because there were only 12 old people who went inside. So really, the customer count should have been somewhere in the 999,960s. Where did the additional 30-some people come from? I'm guessing other people entered and then left the store during the time the seniors were there, although we never see that happen on screen. Then there's the old lady with the white hair and glasses still inside the store, even though she was already seen leaving with the other seniors just a few seconds ago. Why didn't the people putting the episode together just animate her out of the group at that point if they were intending to keep her inside the store? A little consistency wouldn't hurt, you know? Either way, Lincoln and Clyde get rid of the old lady before she can make her purchase, and that's when they run into Chandler, who finds out about the contest and tries to win it for himself. This led to a wacky back and forth with all three of them fighting to make their way into the store by any means necessary, and they continue brawling inside the store until Chandler manages to put Lincoln and Clyde out of commission. Chandler ends up becoming the 1 millionth customer, but he doesn't get the prize originally up for grabs. Because Nacho overheard the kids talking about the contest, Flip, being the sneaky and conniving character he is, cleared out pretty much everything from the store while they were fighting outside. So basically, Chandler won the contest but had nothing to show for it. However, couldn't he have still gotten more than just an expired bag of chips? I mean, there were boxes of cereal above the cash register and there was a cooler full of ice cream. Why didn't he just grab those things? I know it's not a lot, but it's still better than leaving empty-handed. But anyway, and in a rather surprising move, Flip thanked Lincoln and Clyde for helping give the Food and Fuel the best day of business he ever had. He rewards them with the originally intended shopping spree, although he cuts down the original runtime from 30 seconds to 10. However, thanks to the training they did earlier in the episode, Lincoln and Clyde managed to clear out the entire Food and Fuel. As much as I want to give props to these two for coming out as winners, this ending is extremely mixed thanks to one glaring problem during the shopping montage. Flip said they only had 10 seconds, but I counted at least 18, maybe 20 seconds. If the sequence was sped up or edited down to 10 seconds, I wouldn't have any problem with this. Then again, considering the fact Nacho eavesdropped on that earlier conversation, I was left wondering what would have happened if Lincoln and Clyde had won the contest instead of Chandler. Would Flip have messed with them the same way he messed with Chandler? I would be inclined to say yes, but Flip has shown himself to be grateful to others when they do something nice for him, so I don't think he would have done Clink and McCloud dirty after they helped him rake in a lot of money. Overall, this episode may have some very questionable things if you pay particular attention to the little details like the customer number count and how characters might or might not have been treated following their respective victories, but this is by no means a bad episode. The story was quite entertaining with its share of crazy cartoon antics and having a mostly satisfactory payoff for the main characters. I liked how Lincoln and Clyde worked together to achieve the same goal instead of trying to find ways to work against each other in order to screw over their friend. Seeing Chandler come out as a loser even though he technically should have come out as a winner was very satisfying, and even the visual gag of Flip having terrible spelling was worth a few laughs. One last eye-catching moment I want to mention was during the scene where Flip and Nacho were dropping rock flyers from the plane to advertise the contest. The members of the Morticians Club are animated in the same exact positions as they were depicted in What Lies Beneath. It's like the animators just copied their bodies from one episode and simply pasted them into a different area of the cemetery during daytime hours for this episode. Whether that's being lazy or clever, I just thought it was really interesting. So to wrap things up, this was a great Clink and McCloud episode with a story containing some early slice of life elements mixed in with some over-the-top craziness, and that's about it. With that said, I give 1 in a Million an 8.4 out of 10. Well folks, that concludes my review of 1 in a Million. So I gotta ask, what did you guys think of this episode? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to click that subscribe button for more Loud House related content. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys for the next video, but until then, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, signing off. Peace out, home slices.